The dramatic world of K-dramas can never be boring thanks to the captivating villains who effortlessly make it so hard for us to hate them. Before we see who today's picks are, here's a spoiler warning. When an actor leaves a memorable mark with his killer villainous role, it's a testament to their talent. Enter Kim Ji-hoon, usually seen in more romantic roles, but his chilling portrayal of the psychopathic Baek Hee-sung in the thriller Flower of Evil was unexpected yet brilliantly executed, proving his versatility when it comes to acting. In the drama, we follow a detective who suspects her husband might be hiding something from her. He's taken on the identity of Baek Hee-sung, a seemingly perfect, successful, loving, and doting father. But his ideal facade begins to shatter when his wife investigates a 15-year-old case and he is suspected as an accomplice in his father's killing spree, revealing his true self as Do Hyun-soo. Now let's see what the real Baek Hee-sung has to do with this. Although half of the series he's shown in a coma, he is actually the real accomplice, murdering just to enjoy the unneeded blood. We are left speechless by Kim Ji-hoon's flawless portrayal of Baek Hee-sung, proving his talent knows no bounds. From hiring people for illegal crimes to hitting his daughter just for an empty exam sheet, Joo Dan Tae really struck a lot of our nerves in the thrilling series The Penthouse. In the world of wealth, wickedness, and richness, with the mysterious death of a student at a party at Hera Palace, we meet Joo Dan Tae, a power-hungry and violent businessman. Among the devious characters, none shine darker than Joo Dan Tae. Not only greedy and manipulative like the rest, Dan Tae is also a sadistic killer, tearing families apart and abusing his own. With dreams of a luxury building bearing his name, he epitomizes self-absorption and pure evil, played brilliantly by Ki-jun, a seasoned actor giving us a hateful villain. With 17 years of acting experience under his belt, some might remember him as the cunning brother Min-ho in the 2017 Innocent Defendant or the mayoral candidate in 2022's Little Woman. Still, nevertheless, he is always an excellent actor. Thriller K-dramas and villains are a match made in heaven, and Kang Jin-muk from Beyond Evil is no exception. This crime thriller presents a complex and fascinating portrayal of the insidious nature of evil and its toxic impact, unlike anything we've seen before. In Beyond Evil, we follow a pair of detectives investigating a series of murders spanning 2 decades. Things change when Kang Jin-muk, the mild-mannered owner of Manyang Supermarket and adoptive brother of Detective Lee Dong-sik, is distraught when his daughter Min-jeong goes missing in a similar way as the past murders. But hold on to your seats because the truth is something else. Driven by the search for his wife who left him after Min-jeong's birth, his meek facade hides a monstrous truth. This character was brought to life by Lee Kyu-hoi. And here's the kicker, the drama practically swept all the awards at the annual Baeksang Awards, including Best Drama, Best Screenplay, and Best Actor. Who says antagonists are always guys? K-dramas beg to differ. Introducing Bakon Jin, played by the talented Im Ji-yeon.
조심하고 분수에 맞게 입고 한도에 맞게 들자.
And which drama, you might ask? Well, hardly anyone hasn't tuned into revenge-themed The Glory yet. In a drama where darkness reigns supreme, the actors playing these roles need to be on point. This drama tackles sensitive topics like high school bullying, abuse of power and money, and infidelity, just to name a few. The role of Bakon Jin is the leader of the bully group with a spoiled brat attitude, using her power and money to escape consequences. Watching the terrible abuse Yeon-jin used on Dong-eun during their youth is hard to watch, but it certainly adds an extra kick to Dong-eun's revenge. From pushing a student off a rooftop and killing a friend, to cheating on her husband and abusing someone with a straightener, she embodies every villainous quality that makes your blood boil, just as K-drama villains should. Yet Im Ji-yeon's portrayal makes the drama all the more thrilling and enjoyable, despite the enviable character she brings to life. Brilliantly played by Jo Sang-ha, Baek Jung-gi's character is one of the most intriguing, mainly because he's someone all the other characters deeply respect. It's like he holds the key to everyone's secrets. Step into the chilling world of Save Me, a dark psychological thriller where a young girl's move to a new neighborhood reveals the town trapped in the clutches of a dangerous religious cult. She must rely on her old high school classmates to help her and essentially save her. As expected, every cult needs a leader, and that's where Baek Jung-gi, the spiritual father, comes in. At first glance, Jung-gi seems harmless, but beneath his innocent charm lies a sinister figure with creepy vibes. His kindness actually covers up that he's a repeated criminal offender who preys on the vulnerable, manipulating and brainwashing them. To top it off, he marries young girls, all under the facade of a higher purpose. Sung-ha perfectly brings out Jung-gi's hidden evil, making his portrayal spot on. Making his mark as one of the most despised villains in the 2020 revenge drama Itaewon Class, we have Jang Dong He taking the 5th spot. In the gripping tale of Itaewon Class, we witness an ex-convict's journey to open his own restaurant, only to be haunted by his troubled past. Now a part of that dark past is indeed Jang Dong He. Definitely not your run-of-the-mill villain. With his rags-to-riches story, he may seem respectable at first, but his thirst for power and greed reveal his true nature. His status allows him to commit serious crimes through his company, all while building an empire for his son, blurring the lines between ambition and paternal love. Just when you think he can't sink any lower, Dae-hee shows he's capable of anything, including making the protagonist kneel in front of him. Actor Yoo Jae-myung nailed it as Dae-hee, making him an unforgettable K-drama villain and showing that the most compelling villains are often the most humane. What's a spine-chilling K-drama without a villain to stir things up? Well, here's a recommendation for you. Strangers from Hell featuring Lee Dong-wook as one of the most beloved K-drama villains of all time. The story revolves around Yoon Jong-woo, an aspiring writer who moves to Seoul to pursue his dreams. Struggling with finances, he finds himself in a shabby dormitory with residents who are not just strange but downright creepy. Amidst the eerie atmosphere, he encounters Samun Joo, an enigmatic dentist, the only person Jong-woo can truly connect with. But as the drama unfolds, we're introduced to the dark side of the dormitory residents, sadistic killers led by Moon Jo, whose creepy smile sends shivers down your spine. The twisted plot, menacing characters, and chilling atmosphere significantly contribute to the suspense and horror of the series. It's like watching a nightmare come to life. Lee Dong-wook's portrayal of the villain, from his expressions to body language, blurs the line between reality and fiction, making Samun Jo a truly memorable antagonist. The best villains are the ones who keep you guessing about their next move, and the perfect example is Tae Goo from the crime mystery thriller Voice. Spanning 4 seasons, the show centers around 2 detectives working together to catch the serial killer who murdered their loved ones. And now, let's talk about Kim Jae-wook, delivering an applause-worthy performance as the serial killer, Tae Goo, also known as the Devil. He's the charming, intelligent, and oh-so-stylish president of Sungwon Express. But behind that polished facade lies a chilling secret. He's a psychopath who thinks nothing of snuffing out innocent lives, and his weapon of choice? A kettlebell. He's not just any killer, he's a sadistic mastermind who takes pleasure in murders. With every move meticulously planned, he savors watching his pursuers stumble and fail time and time again. His sociopathic tendencies and lack of remorse for his actions ultimately make him a villain straight out of a horror movie. First things first, let's raise our hands. Who knows this character? Now drop your hands if you, like us, were completely fooled by Jang Jung-woo's innocent facade. You followed the steps, didn't you? We can't blame anyone because Jang Han-suk, also known as Jang Jun-woo of Vincenzo, played by 2PM's Ok Tae-kyeon, is the most favored villain in K-drama history. In Vincenzo, an Italian lawyer returns to Korea to reclaim his secret fortune, but instead finds himself entangled in a legal, messy, and physical showdown with Babel Group. And speaking of Babel, meet Jang Jung-woo, who seems like your typical good-looking, kind intern at the beginning of the series until he reveals himself to be a cold-blooded killer. He's not just your average bad boy. Jang Jung-woo takes villainy to a whole new level. From shady business dealings to a string of murders, this guy doesn't even bat an eyelash. He even goes as far as torturing and killing his own brother, all in the name of money and power. Hats off to Ok Tae-yeon for bringing out the sinister side of his chilling performance, and somehow he makes us love to hate Jung-woo. Manipulation is a damn good skill of evilness, but only if one masters it. So without further ado, we present you with one of the most hateful villains from Marry My Husband, Jung Soo Min, the queen of a pity party but uses manipulation skills like her rent is due. Song Ha-yoon played the main antagonist Jung Soo Min, who betrayed her best friend and turned her life upside down by having an affair with her husband. Although she's been in the acting industry for over 20 years, it was through this character that she truly gained fame. From copying her handwriting and backstabbing her at work to driving her to an incurable illness, as well as manipulating her love life, Soo Min was always obsessed with everything Ji-won had and wanted to steal it. The cherry on top was that she pretended to be Ji-won's best friend, her ally, and her confidant, but she was the total opposite. Viewers hate her to the core, and it wouldn't have been possible without Song Ha-yoon's exceptional acting skills. And there you have it. Whether it's their cunning schemes or their chilling performances, these characters keep us hooked episode after episode. So which ones are your favorite? Comment below.